In the summer of 2012, Martin introduced their highly successful Retro guitar series. And the idea behind it was to have a guitar that had vintage appeal, but modern playability and with the electronic horsepower of the F1 Aura system. What's interesting is with the modern electronics, we're able to capture the sound of older instruments and tonally infuse them into the electronics. We had a brainstorming session a couple years ago. The question was asked to Fishman by Chris Martin, could you take a guitar from our museum, a piece that we know sounds really great, and capture that aged acoustic sound?
I said, Chris, it's really an exciting concept. I think we can do it, but I can't guarantee the results. And I have to tell you, it was an overwhelming success. It was that amazing sound that you hear on recordings. It's in your head, but now it's in your hands. So the basic process is we take a museum guitar and we record it with a multitude of microphones through some really, really good high-end recording gear in a studio with one of the most talented recording engineers in the world.
I'm up at Fishman Electronics in Boston, Massachusetts. We're doing the imaging of Martin guitars. We're rolling. I've chosen about 14 different microphones. We had ribbons, small condensers, vintage large diaphragm microphones. And these images are going to be used to be placed in the new guitars that Martin's making and using the images from the old guitars that we're doing here today. So that when someone picks up one of the new Retro series, it'll come out sounding like one of the old classic Martins.
To date, we've had very good success with the Retro series, and we've had people asking us for some different options. This guitar is the tone donor for the D35E Retro. It was made back in 1967. It features a German spruce top and Brazilian rosewood for the back and sides. The body is also constructed with hot hide glue, so the sound of this guitar is just amazing. The D35E Retro is a great addition to the Retro series. It has 1/4-inch scallop bracing, has a European spruce top, and of course, the 3-piece back. What's really nice about this is the Fishman F1 Aura Plus. It comes equipped with easy mode, so all you have to do is plug the guitar in. You can select between 3 different sound images if you want to go deeper. There's also a second level that allows the user to go in and adjust other parameters like compression and other EQs. The tone donor for the O18 Retro is this beautiful 1940 O18. The unique feature and the best part of the addition for our Retro line is this is a 24/9 scale. So it's a mahogany guitar with a short scale, gives a great bluesy yet clean sound. This is the O18 Retro, and like its tone donor, it utilizes a short scale, mahogany back and sides. It also has vintage-like appointments. So just a very beautiful sounding guitar. And again, with Fishman's F1 Aura system, it gives a great option for somebody just to plug in if you're going on stage or in the studio, and gives that great retro vintage sound from the older guitars. Martin is certainly recognized as a leader in the music industry. Just look around at the many artists who play these instruments. It's really a remarkable thing.
Having had a couple of the guitars at the studio, the D45 and the D18, they're constantly showing up on albums where prominent guitar players are picking up those guitars and using them on the sessions instead of their classic Martin guitars. That pretty much says it in itself.
It was a long shot, but I have to tell you, we hit the ball out of the park. I worked on many complicated projects in my career, and I thought this one would be good, but the results actually gave me chills when I heard it. It was as if we were playing live at performance volumes. These precious pre-war guitars, I've never heard anything so beautiful, realistic, and exciting as these guitars.